Today is a beautiful day also because we are having satsang in Mahaprabhuji Ashram in Vienna, which is one of the starting places, as Bhaktananji was mentioning earlier, where Gurudev lit the flame, the divine flame, the Jyoti, which he lit in our all hearts, that he lit here in 52 years back, or 53, 52, 52 years back. And today we gather here to have the Friday satsang, but in Mahaprabhuji Ashram, to remember and to remind all of us that this is the place where it all began, where it all started. I mean, there was, I think, before this also one, but this was one of the originals. And that's why Gurudev's tapasya and his full of energy is packed in this place. So I think that when we all come here, we remember and we feel what Gurudev started. And now it's all of us that we carry that forward. And carrying it forward is also a big thing. To have something so great, so divine, and with that blessings which is put into this mission, that is the greatest. And that's why we all are very lucky and very blessed that we are here and that we can be a part of this beautiful oasis which Gurudev created. He didn't create it for himself. He created for Jana Kalyan, which means for the Kalyan of all his bhaktas, for all of us, basically. And that we all can be together, we have a place, we have a home. That is what ashrams are. That whenever we go, this is a place where we can come, we can make pranam, we can feel as home. As I often say, the baggage which we are carrying, that baggage we leave outside, and this is a place where you do not carry any bag. Where you come, there is no stress, there is nothing, there is just peace. Here you will get the outer peace which I was talking about, but the inner peace also we need to get from here. When we come here, we feel in peace that yes, now we are out of this all chaotic Maya world. But when we sit here in front of the altar and do tratak to the Jyoti, then there should be also inner peace. Because if we are not going to feel that inner peace, we won't feel the external peace. The external peace which we will feel will be temporary. But who likes peace now? You all are so staring like this. Come on, a little bit more smiling and reactions. If you don't like what I say, you can say it. If you like what I say, you can smile.
We like it very much.
Very good. But a little bit more energy to put out, I know we all, when Gurudev is sitting here, we all are just, because we are mesmerized in that. I understand that. But I am one of you all. We all are same, we all are one, we all are his bhaktas. So in front of me, you can be all jolly, don't worry. We are this is the place where we can be. But even with him, we should not be very strict, not strict I would say, but very serious. Even with him, when we come, make pranam, talk to him, say how are you, let him talk to you, whatever. Even if there's no talking, have a smile. Because we have that internal fear within, somewhere deep down, that it's going to be strict, or we should act in this way, or we should act in that way, and this and that. And we apply so many rules in our brains that we stop functioning when we come from there till here. Instead, when we come here, we are releasing everything. We are saying, Gurudev, I am yours, you are mine. If you want to cry there, you cry. If you want to smile there, you smile. If you want to laugh there, you laugh. Not with a straightforward, serious face. You come, and then you go back. Sometimes for the people who are sitting on this side, like when Bhaktanand is speaking, or I'm speaking, or any one of us are speaking, then, we talk and then it's like, very good, nothing, no reaction. Did you understand? Did you not understand? Everything is nothing, So if it becomes more interactive, then we feel more like a family. If it's more me just talking and nothing from that side, then it's, then we can go back to our old school and college days when we are like, when will this end? The class is finished, the teacher is taking too long. That's not the case here, Here we are a family. And here, this is the beautiful family which Gurudev created for all of us. Many families have 5 people, 10 people. This beautiful family Gurudev gave, we have thousands of people. So what do we need? We need love, we need joy, we need that beautiful spark in ourselves, within ourselves, amongst ourselves, not to be always just deep in our thoughts. The thought process will go on and continue. That shall not stop. But if we get stuck in that loop, we'll be stuck forever. But if we manage to get ourselves out of that and be devoted, pure, with pure heart and pure devotion devoted to Gurudev and his teachings, then there is something that can develop within us. In our lives, we will always find blockages in our day-to-day living life, in our internal life, within ourselves, outside. Everywhere there will be blockages and hurdles. Everywhere there will be barriers. Now when I was coming from Strilki, there was police, So that's the police. They stop us. The barriers, the police, that is always going to be there, something that will kind of block us. And then what happens when they stop us? They check for registration. What is our registration? What is our insurance? The malas which we get from Gurudev. Then they ask for driving license. What is the driving license? Our mantra. So we have all the documents with us. We have all the tools. We have all the solutions to it. But sometimes we say, no. Then we get too scared in front of them and then we try to become over smart. When we try to become over smart with the police, then they will try to find more things, So we are the ones who are trying to become over smart in everything, and that is just increasing that barricade or that barrier. But if we are free and open-minded, and when we are not having so many complications within our own heads, then life becomes much more simpler, and the police sees us at the border of Austria and doesn't even check anything and just goes. But when we are trying to act, even though we have nothing to hide, even though there is nothing, but inside we have that some blockage which says, oh no, now what if he will check our car, or what if he will check our luggage, or what if this, or what if that. That is all fears which we are creating. We go there at the border, we see what they want, we will decide at that time. But most of the times we are too much planning things, too much stuck in that loop that we can't live in the moment. Now we are sitting here having a beautiful time, having a beautiful family reunion. We are sitting in this beautiful Mahaprabhuji ashram with the great energy of Vishwaguruji and his tapasya. And our heads is, how is this going to function? When will he stop? And I have to drive this many hours back home, and dinner and this and that. Life will be full of this. While we are here, we be present here, we enjoy the time. After that we will see. When I came on the way here, I didn't even realize when we reached Vienna, we parked the car, I was like, okay, next time, satsang, let's go. So we just chop. It makes it much more simpler. If you do without planning, it's better for me, because now without planning, I'm driving from Vienna to Slovenia and I end up in Salzburg for a while. That is without planning. If there would be planning, then there would be, after this time management and this and that. We are happy, they are happy, everyone are much more happier when we are just going with the divine flow. What is the divine flow? The flow of Gurudev, which he has initiated already. The flow is coming from his heart into our hearts and into all. It's not one stream which gets stuck somewhere. That stream is endless. His love and devotion is endless, everlasting. It doesn't have any barriers. There's no doubts there. And whatever he has done, he has all done for his bhaktas, for us all. There was nothing personal there. He always was for all of us. Whatever he did, whatever he said, maybe it doesn't seem logical to our human brains, but there has always been a good result at the end. Doesn't matter how things move, doesn't matter how things happen, he always knows what he's doing. Most of the time we won't realize, and we won't be able to realize why what is happening, or why is these things done, or why is that things done, or why is he telling me to go to Strilki, but I want to go to India. I want to do Seva in India, but he says no, Strilki is fine. Because he sees something which will not be okay in Jharkhand, so stay in Strilki and be happy in Strilki. Or for example, we ask him, Swamiji, can we do this? Even though that is a better paying job, even that is more logical, more convenient for us, still he might say, no, stay in this job. Why? Because he is Trikaladarshi. Trikaladarshi means the knower of the past, the knower of the future, and the knower of the present. We are knower of the present. Past, done, not repairable. Learn from the mistakes, but don't regret what you do. Future, can't fix either. We don't know what will happen in 5 minutes. What will we plan? What will happen in the next few days? If the flight gets cancelled, then I start worried today that tomorrow I have to fly to India and this and that, and what if the flight is delayed? What if the flight is delayed? Then I will enjoy more time in the ashram with you all. Simple. It's too much complication in our heads, just make it complicated. See? Then it's more joyful when you don't know things. I didn't know they were coming, and it's happy. More people, so many familiar faces who I didn't see, who I saw, but this is this beauty of it. That we have everyone, all different countries we have here, all different ethnicities, cultures, whatever. But Gurudev never discriminated. He always used to say, as Guruji said, Holy Guruji said, all in one in all. So we all are one beautiful family, and we stay one beautiful family. It doesn't matter how much turbulences the flight has, at the end the flight lands properly. Even though landing might be sometimes not so smooth, but we get off the planes. So life is turbulent. Everything is turbulent. But then when things are turbulent, then what do? Naham karata prabhudeepa karata Maham prabhudeepa karata hi kevalam Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. If we are not the doer, and if Mahaprabhuji is the doer, or Gurudev is the doer, then let them do their job. We are just his sevaks, he flows through us, his energy flows through us. We are just the servants of his. And we do not do anything. What we give in return is our love, our devotion, and our pure heart. When anything is done with a pure heart, then it functions very well.